Oh, look at there's a Warner Brothers lot, Jordy. That's where a lot of TV shows are made. Jordy, that's where a lot of TV shows are made. Like, do you see that WB right there?
Where's the studio tour? Down?
Children are out of the stroller when going down or up the stairs.
Coach just told you to shut up. You don't want to get caught. Just show me.
How many?
Guys, he's going to be driving us out here. One more person to introduce you to, our very special celebrity co-host. I recognize him from The Tonight Show, and That's My Jam. Please welcome to the screen, Mr. Jimmy Fallon. Hi, Jimmy.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Emily.
And the greatest driver.
Court.
You're the best. I love it. Even though
Emily.
$5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
That's right, everybody. Some important pieces of safety information. First, if you have a medical emergency, or drop something of value off the side of the tram, or have any major sound or video issues, reach up and grab that red emergency cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and return to a seated position. I'll come back to assist you as soon as it is safe to do so. Otherwise, during this entire tour, as the studio is private property, you must stay on board this tram and do not disembark for any reason unless otherwise instructed. Keep your arms, legs, and personal items inside the gates at all times and remain seated. As a reminder, there's no smoking, vaping, or use of selfie sticks allowed. And be prepared, this tour will feature loud noises, sudden train movements, fire effects, and water effects. Lastly, you do not need to wear those 3D glasses quite yet. Just hang on to them. So I'm going to put them on later on in the show. I'll put my sunglasses though on, that's right. All right, you are safety spieled. Who's taking this tour for the first time ever? Raise your hands, my first timers on board. Hello, all right. A number of you. Anybody done this like 100 times because you love it so much? Okay. I like the combination in my front car. We all did pick a great day to come out here to Universal because we actually have some active filming going on today with the series Bel Air. So when that happens, I'm going to put this little sign up that says, "Quiet please, filming in progress." It's only for a few minutes of our tour, but my voice is amplified. We just don't want that in the movie. I'm not part of the cast, you know, so can't do that. I'll let you know as we get close to that. We're actually more than a studio, though. We're actually a city as well. Isn't that interesting? So in our city, we make movies. We have a fire station, though. Take a look on the right-hand side. Not props or actors in that fire station. That's the real deal. So let's give our firefighters a round of applause for taking care of us and make sure that we stay safe here 24/7. But yes, we are a universal city, complete with our own zip code and those emergency services. But we don't have any residents. Nobody lives here. Instead, I like to say that we're in a city that's completely made up of our workforce, and that includes our actors, writers, directors, film crews, and everybody else who comes together to make that movie magic happen. And especially now with streaming services like Peacock, our very own service, the need of new movies and shows, it's booming. So we're excited to tell you all about what we're working on literally today, as well as highlights of Universal's all-time greatest hits. So let's start our tour by taking you down into what we call the front lot. And as you look around, you're going to start seeing these large black and white buildings everywhere that we call sound stages. And a sound stage is like a big empty warehouse where about 80 to 90% of all filming takes place. So take a look around. On screen you can actually see some scenes from our movies that we filmed right in this area. So a soundstage is where you build your set, your filming location. It can be transformed however you need. Classics like Back to the Future, Jurassic Park. Many films, almost every single production uses a soundstage in some capacity. Over here, that's what it looks like on screen when nothing's inside in there. It's sort of like a blank space. So you bring your cast and crew in there and transform it into a magical space. Hello! That's some crew waving at us over there. What's up? The doors are open over here on Soundstage 8 on your left-hand side. So take a look inside, see exactly what the soundstage looks like. These stages recently have been home to shows like the Kelly Clarkson Show. Also had Hacks starring Jean Smart, two-time Emmy Award-winning actress. Also the new Bel Air starring Jabari Banks and Ali Showalton. So that's the show that they're working on today, a little bit further down in the lot. But it is a modern dramatic retelling of the 90s sitcom, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So taking many of the original stories and bringing it to a modern audience. It's a lot of fun, especially when you're a fan of the original. Over here on your left-hand side, these are vehicles that are all used for Bel-Air. This is called a base camp area. You actually see some costumes that are set out on the racks here. So these mobile units can go anywhere you need on the lot. Ooh, behind it, you can even see the star wagons. Those are the trailers that serve as hair and makeup and dressing room for the cast. Those shuttle vans take the cast wherever they need to be on the lot. So pretty cool. On your left-hand side, though, you'll see Soundstage 14, which is where they do a lot of their filming. They're not in there today, they're further down. But this stage is one of their other movies, including Apollo 13. This is where they built Mission Control. So the part where Tom Hanks is like, Houston, we have a problem. This was Houston responding to him. We've also had another big movie here, Jurassic Park. Stage 14 is where they did the scene where the kids were feeding the dinosaurs and Lex gets sneezed out by it. But we're now going to cross by some of our smaller stages on the right-hand side. This guy's waving at us on the bicycle. These stages are mostly used for TV shows, dating back to sitcoms like The Jeffersons, The Munsters. We had Sabrina the Teenage Witch for a while, as well as The American Gladiators. They were fighting in their arena that was actually just on the other side of these walls. Recently, we had a very high-profile movie here, and that's the Academy Award-winning motion picture Oppenheimer. They just took home their Best Picture award. So it's Cillian Murphy. They did some scenes on stage 19, which we're about to pass by on the right-hand side. And you can check Oppenheimer streaming on Hitchcock if you want to watch it. But the newest resident of stage 19 is a fuzzy but sometimes foul-mouthed teddy bear, Ted.
Hi everyone, Seth MacFarlane here, and I'm excited to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at my Peacock original event series, TED. It's a prequel series set in 1993. And that means our skilled craftspeople had to build a high school, a house, and even recreate downtown Boston as it looked back in the day, using exterior sets and facades that you're about to see on the tour. But I should warn you, TED is intended for mature audiences only. So grown-ups, tell the kids to go in the other room before you watch. Oh, come on!
TED is intended for mature audiences, of course. You're there the voice of Seth MacFarlane, who is the voice of Ted, and also one of the producers on the show. And over here on our left-hand side, we actually have the production bungalows, which are office spaces for production companies, including Illumination Entertainment. They brought us animated features like Despicable Me, The Minions, the Super Mario Brothers movie. We also have Kevin Williamson's Outer Banks Entertainment. They brought us the Scream franchise. Great additions to the modern horror genre. We also had a classic horror director here too, though. That was Alfred Hitchcock. He was known for his psychological thrillers like Vertigo, The Birds, Psycho, and much, much more. His former office is coming up on your left-hand side, number 5195, with that little silhouette on the side of it. His film Psycho from 1960 was actually named the #1 film of all time by Variety magazine in 2022, so still holds up to this day. Now we're going to take you to some of our newer office spaces over here on the left. It's actually an office that's built right into a sound stage here. Look at the big windows. One of the shows that films here is the new Lopez versus Lopez, starring George Lopez and his daughter Maya. Catch that on NBC and streaming on Peacock. But we are about to go into our quiet zone for Bel Air, so I just want to kind of tell you about this area. On your left, you're going to start seeing a whole city come into view. It's our metropolitan sets, and they can be any major city that you need. It was Boston in the tech clip you just saw. Also used it for American Ninja Warrior, the big athletic competition. Let's turn my volume down just a little bit as we go by. This will really be LA qualifiers for American Ninja Warrior. Also other big movies, including Captain America, the first Avenger with Chris Evans from Marvel, and a funny one for me. National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets with Nicolas Cage from Disney. This was used as 1865 Washington, D.C. Quite a variety of things you can do here. But now we're going to bypass the city for a moment and instead head into the jungle. Here's director Peter Jackson to tell you about his epic film, King Kong.
I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up in the ditch. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times.
Alright, everyone, we're about to go on an adventure, so please secure your loose belongings, hats, water bottles, sunglasses, cell phones, because it's about to get bumpy. Turn off all flash photography, remain seated at all times, and have your 3D glasses handy. We're going to Skull Island. glasses, we'll save them for later. Anybody feel some of that jungle mist in there? Maybe a little more than this. All right, everybody. Hope you had a good time there. But it is time for me to kind of set up what we're about to see. So we're going to get close to the filming from Bel Air. So we're going to go back into that quiet zone for just a few minutes. So first we're going to go into the city. You're also going to see this beautiful monster building. Well, I'll put some videos on screen to kind of something what's going on. But a touch of our Western sets as well as our classic old European sets as well. So just a few things on the guys that are definitely take a look around, take pictures. This is an exciting thing here at Universal. So Bel Air Season 3, that's the active filming. So I'm going to turn off and I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, everybody, I think it's safe for me to talk again. I was telling you there are a couple of things that we saw. We saw the flashing lights on the side of one of the sound stages, which meant they were in the middle of a take. So that's exciting stuff. One of the stages we passed by is actually where they filmed The Voice. big music competition. But right now, we are in a little town that we call Little Europe. And if you've been watching any of the little clips I've been playing, this was home to Universal's most iconic residence, the Universal Monster. Oh, we have some villagers over here on our right-hand side. Hi, Zach! Christina, these are VIP villagers right now. Hello. Fortunately, they don't have their torches and their pitchforks right now, like the people in the early films. Take a look. This is the same spot they were all in. And pause. So that big courtyard where all the VIP guests were, this is the exact same shot. So you saw it was just like a handful of people over there just now, but look how many people are just like crammed in there, shoulder to shoulder in this 1930s film with the fire in their hands. Crazy stuff, right? But the cool thing about the early monster films, it's like back in the early 1900s, 1930s, that time, when you went to go see a movie back then, it was possibly the first time you'd ever seen such a thing. It was a brand new piece of technology. So think of that feeling when you got like your first iPhone or the new gaming console. It was exciting, it's fun, it's fresh, something you've never experienced before. But that's how movies were 100 years ago. So the first full-length motion picture was made in 1906. We'd open here in Hollywood by 1912, and then by the 1920s we had quite a repertoire of films that took you to faraway lands like Paris and The Hunchback of Notre Dame, England in The Invisible Man with Claude Rains, and even Germany in All Quiet on the Western Front, which was a 1930s war film. First one of her Best Motion Picture at the Academy Awards for us as well. That rich history of monsters still continues, I would say, to this day, but particularly in the 1970s, we got a new monster, a modern mechanical one, and films by the 70s were starting to get bigger, better, and dare I say, even bitier, and that all kicked off with Steven Spielberg's Jaws. Summer 1975, audiences were told to stay out of the water, particularly if you lived on Amity Island, quaint little New England town that was unfortunately ravaged by a set of infamous shark attacks. But don't worry, folks, they did most of the ocean scenes on the East Coast in Martha's Vineyard, so just want to put your mind at ease. No sharks here in Hollywood, just beach vibes, you know? Sunset on the beach, it's very nice if you ask me. Oh, wait a second. Do you guys hear that music? One thing I've learned working here, if you hear the John Williams soundtrack, something's about to go down, so please remain seated and keep calm. We do not want to be shark bait. Hey Jack, what do you see out there? Alright, everything good? We're fine? Wait a second. Jack, there's something in the water! Oh no, Jack! Oh, this is terrible. Oh gosh. Okay, we're living in a confirmed shark sighting. No! Oh, Jack.
Repeat, clear the area.
Wherever you are, I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. Man, there goes my heart of the ocean. And now there goes the dock. Okay, I'm gonna need a bigger tram. From some of you on board here. You seem completely unfazed by the very real fire, but terrified of the plastic shark, huh? Fascinating. Honestly, that was a great lesson in suspense building that Steven Spielberg does, and with the help of John Williams, they kind of build that tension. Even in the movie, you don't see the shark very much, but you see the reactions, you see the people running, maybe even see the touch of the fin, but then when you see the shark itself, it's like bam, it hits you, and yeah, you guys had some pretty great shocked reactions. Very fun for me over here. But nothing to be worried about, because that's just Bruce, our animatronic shark. And he's very well behaved. He behaves actually a lot better than all three of the mechanical sharks they had during the filming of Jaws that gave the team quite a lot of trouble.
That's a bicycle line shark. The shark was frustrated. It
didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited. The shark worked well enough for a while there, and it was so I play Odin Shark a lot.
If all had remained on schedule, Jaws would have been released around Christmas time. And what a weird Christmas movie that would have been, huh? Instead, it was pushed back to the summer and ended up becoming one of the highest grossing films of all time. The highest, in fact, at the time of its release. Not bad for a 26-year-old Steven Spielberg, huh? He sometimes likes to call Universal his first home because we're the studio that launched his career and put him on the map. But now, we're actually going to take a look at some of the other homes of other characters through the decades. Welcome to our Colonial Street, a very popular place for commercials, TV shows. If you're a fan of the Netflix series Never Have I Ever with Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, this is Davy's neighborhood. You saw this for all 4 seasons of that show. Cute little purple house here on the left-hand side. Once home to the Munsters, classic 60s sitcom. They lived at 1313 Mockingbird Lane on the show, but you may recognize this as Wisteria Lane from the ABC drama Desperate Housewives.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
And they were able to accomplish some pretty crazy things on this show, like have a tornado cut through this town. That's okay because none of these houses are technically real. They don't really have rooms, definitely don't have any electricity or plumbing, so it's okay to kind of mess them up, easily to rebuild. So it is funny that despite not having those basic amenities, of all people, Beyonce would show up. A Super Bowl commercial you might have seen a couple of months ago. She was over here on the left-hand side in front of this brown house that you see right here. Craziest part of that shoot, it was done during the daytime with the trams going by, but we just bypassed this area, so you had no clue that she was here. So you never know who might be out here right now, you know? Not the second, or the first blue house, but I want to point out the second blue house on the left-hand side. Once home to the very wholesome Cleaver family of Leave It to Beaver, now home to the slightly less wholesome family of Ted.
Let the festivities begin.
How many we got?
Well, let's see, we got 20 cartons.
Fantastic.
Do you think we're getting too old for this?
Oh, come on, Johnny, we're doing a public service here. If a kid leaves the house in a less than stellar Halloween costume, he's got to get the bad news before he makes a fool of himself all over town. We're Samaritans.
Once again, Ted is intended for mature audiences only, all streaming on Peacock. Now, though, time to leave the houses behind and head into Universal's backyard, where we are actually seeing the Lions Estate signs. That was Marty McFly's neighborhood in Back to the Future. Really fun film that filmed elsewhere on our lot. Cool, we got those signs out here. But outside of the neighborhood, the wilderness. Actually, a great place to film apocalyptic movies cut off from society, like the Netflix film Bird Box with Sandra Bullock. She was over here on the left-hand side building a campsite, taking care of 2 small kids while hiding from monsters that you couldn't look at. But fortunately, she was in the safety of Universal the whole time. And speaking of safety, I gotta let you know, we're about 15 minutes away from the end of the tour, but if you can't wait to use the restroom or have any other needs, please reach out, grab that red emergency cord. I'll help you out, otherwise about 15 more minutes. Turning back onto the road, we got some cool stuff here in preparation for our 60th anniversary celebration. So, on your right, you see this big shark. Oh, it was actually out in the theme park in the 1980s. People were taking pictures with it. It was a great photo opportunity, so we still have it. And now it's out to have the next generation take photos, though. And if I'm not mistaken, if I look through that script, there's like a Fast and the Furious car behind that fence, too. Ooh, exciting things. As we make this corner, though, you're going to see a bit of the Bates Motel from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. But directly behind me, or should I say in front of you guys, is a scale replica of the famous Hollywood sign. Yes, this is an official replica. We're celebrating our 60th anniversary. The Hollywood sign is actually commemorating its centennial year, so that's 100 years. So this summer you'll be able to take photos with this, also with the Bates Motel. And I just noticed there's a There's a guy up there. Is that Norman Bates? Well, he is in front of the actual Bates house from the Psycho film from 1960, so it makes sense. Hey Norman, there's a lot of construction going on out here. How you been? Is that cool? Got a lot of exciting visitors, don't you? You look a little troubled, my friend. Are you okay? Oh, he's coming towards us. Yeah, oh gosh, Norman, no, why are you doing this? What? Okay, I get you're probably bored, but don't take your anger out on this tram. Okay, what a psycho. We're leaving there. Bye. Wait, watch out, careful. Okay, I can't see what he did there, but I hope you all still have your fingers. Okay. And where we are now, very interesting. Behind the Bates home, look around. You're probably like, what is all this junk? But actually, it's the remnants of a real airplane, a 747 aircraft as seen in Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. We're on the back side of it right now, so it's a little different path than we usually see, but you see the behind the scenes. It's cool. Behind the scenes and behind the scenes.
It is all designed around the vision that Steven had. And for them to sit down and talk about War of the Worlds, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
So we are actually much closer than the tram actually gets to this when we're on the other side. Like you can practically reach out and touch it. I mean, definitely don't try to touch it. But this is a real airplane. It was purchased from the aircraft graveyard out in the Mojave Desert, but it was a normal plane, an intact plane actually. But it flew with All Nippon Airways for about 2 to 3 decades. It's a Japanese airliner, but once it was retired, it was sold for scrap metal. And funny enough, Steven Spielberg got quite a deal on this plane. It was only about $60,000. I mean, not a deal for me, but in Hollywood, that's not so bad. But it was actually the shipping and handling that got him. It was over $200,000, close to $300,000 just to bring this thing here. They had to bring it on flatbed trucks. They had to cut off the top, and then once it got to Hollywood, they had to like airlift it in. So a lot went into bringing this plane here. But it looks pretty amazing in the movie.
Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
Quite the sight. So definitely come back once our touch-ups and renovations are done, so you can see that entire effect there. It's only used for about 5 minutes of footage in the movie, but it definitely packs a punch. It's actually one of the most elaborate sets ever created, mainly because of this plane here. But they made it as a replica of a real neighborhood in New Jersey. So in about 5 minutes of film, this is where the magic of editing comes in. So they filmed the real Bayonne neighborhood on the East Coast, and so it shows like Tom Cruise's kids in the movie like going up the steps into a real house. They cut away. The interior is filmed on a soundstage here, and then when they come back outside, all of a sudden it's actually this area rather than on the East Coast on a completely different day, even though it is just like 5 minutes of film. But with that magic all put together, it's a seamless transition. But I gotta say, if you're probably one of those people who lived in that neighborhood in New Jersey and then you come see the studio tour, it's probably a little uncanny seeing it kind of like messed up, you know? Some other funny houses that we have back here, some of you may have noticed on the left-hand side, there's like this cabin back here, and that is actually from The Great Outdoors, the John Candy comedy here. I think I got a little clip to feature it. Cute. And behind this house is this beautiful little pond with the fountains. It was actually used as Site B in Jurassic Park 2, little laboratory they had out there, and they landed a helicopter down here multiple times for the takes. That was before the plane was here though, so a little more room to wiggle with. And you see the houses being put back in here, touched up, all excited for the 60th anniversary celebration this summer. So fun stuff to see here. War of the Worlds though, really cool sci-fi film. If you haven't seen it, it's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. But even though we have a torn apart 747 airplane. Across the way on your right-hand side, if you're my first car, you can see this right now, but let's go forward, the rest of you can see it. See that giant blue screen across the way? Largest standing blue screen in Hollywood, where they do digital effects digitally, so they can turn that blue screen into anything you need. It's exactly what they did with another airplane for the film Sully with Tom Hanks. The desert into another sci-fi film that took place right here in Southern California. About to check out the sets of Jordan Peele's latest sci-fi thriller with a Western twist, Nope.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible mission and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Share. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? What? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. I'm looking so proud. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, rush frontier town, lies a sinister secret. Welcome to the world of No.
Escape some extraterrestrial activity that definitely was not our Reese's Pieces loving friend, E.T. If you want to find out what happened here in a little town we call Jupiter's Plain, check out Nope on your streaming services. Here's just a little preview from one of the stars, Keke Palmer.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Keke Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Claim.
Did you see a UFO in that cloud?
Yeah. No.
I ain't never seen nothing like this.
No.
Are you ready?
Run!
Oh yeah.
And this film is Jordan Peele's most ambitious work to date. We filmed completely up north on location by the Vasquez Rocks, by the Agua Dulce, if anyone's been there. It's a really, really cool area, very alien jurisdiction.
It is now, Stink Pickle.
I'm so tired of you snake guys stepping in just whenever you feel like it. Don't you?
That's better. We're moving your vehicle to a safe location until we have the situation under control. Until then, I want everybody to stay calm. Enjoy the ride. I'm taking care of this. Hobbs out.
Okay, Agent Hobbs is a friend of mine, but obviously something's going down with his witness situation, so we're going to call some reinforcements. Hopefully listen carefully to the instructions of my friend, Roman Pierce. Take it away, Roman.
Hey, yo! You just got here. All right, I got it. Well, listen, hello, beautiful people. Take a look at you right there. This is the third row. How you doing? You good? My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you sharp for a while. Brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row. What I'm saying. So look, see over there? It's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. That work of art back over there was made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You had one job to do, Roman, one. All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep sharp and finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or
y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
So like I was saying, the third row, right? The same corner.
I'm sorry, you in the third row. I don't have Roman Pierce's phone number to give to you. I know, I'm so sorry. You look so excited. But this is no time for flirting. This is a serious situation. So whatever happens next, we're just gonna roll with it, okay? Be prepared for anything. No phone numbers. Okay, Robin, we're having it. Oh, what? We're at a party? Okay, unexpected. We're rolling with it. Just dance, gonna be okay.
Everybody out! The FBI! Turn that music off!
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party. And where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Neil,
That's right, party's over.
you know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours.
Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss. You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of this.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate.
Shaw traced us. Hobbs can't hold him forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Oh wait, the Hobbs is sending instructions. It says, have everyone put on their 3D glasses. We're gonna make the disguises for this situation. Then, proceed to the lower level of the Jurassic Park parking garage and wait for Dominic Toretto. He will escort you back to the park. Alright, easy enough. Glasses on.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Cover the left. This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook him up. Now we're moving.
You give me the witness to remember we call it a day! The witness is mine, Letty!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Come in the close!
Way to go, Letty. Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this. Roman, don't shoot. Head for the bridge. Under construction. Hit the nitrous.
We're not gonna make it!
Ride or die.
Cool. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is.
Y'all need to get out. You're welcome to join our crew anytime.
That's right, you are welcome to join our crew anytime. And then if you're one of our annual pass members, you can come back as many times as you'd like. So shout out to my APs on board. Thanks for being a part of our Universal family. If you'd like to upgrade your day ticket to an annual pass, you can do so by visiting any of the upgrade kiosks in the park or box office on City Walk. Now let's take one last gorgeous view of the San Fernando Valley here on the right-hand side. See Warner Brothers out there with their water tower, ABC and Disney where that red light is on the building. So this is Hollywood, everybody. And I hope you enjoyed learning about movies this evening. If you want to keep having fun, Universal will be open until 10 p.m. If you need some ideas the rest of your evening, you can download the Universal Studios Hollywood app. It's got showtimes for Warner World, a live stunt show spectacular. Also get details on how to visit Super Nintendo World and much, much more. Before we go today, let's give a big round of applause for our driver, Court, for getting us around. Thank you, Court. Appreciate you. Give me all thumbs up. And my name's Emily, a mini tour guide. If you have make some noise. Thank you all. Woo, right back at you. Good energy. That's my favorite closing music, guys. Oh, that was so fun. And once again, on behalf of me, Emily, your guide, Court, your driver, and everyone here at Universal, I hope you enjoyed this exclusive behind-the-scenes experience. So right now, we're rolling into our unload station, so remain seated until these gates are lifted. Take your stuff with you, including those 3D glasses. We're going to drop them off in those blue bins. I'll be out there too if you have any questions or want to say hi, but otherwise, I guess as we're saying the business, that's a wrap. Bye, everybody. Good night. I want you all to do something really quick. Turn to your right-hand side and go like this. My friend Eris, the other driver over there, is giving me binocular eyes. All right, good night, everybody.